Have I been doing okay? Y'all see the Team USA is undefeated?
Of course.
Going crazy.
Team USA's.
Where are they? 4-0.
C League team.
Is it C League?
Yeah, bro. They're not A League. They're not the B. They got to be the C.
All right, Gilbert Arenas.
What you mean by that?
Gilbert Arenas said the exact same thing.
For real?
Mm-hmm. He said they're sending their C team. He said it ain't their B team, it ain't their A team.
Yeah, it ain't their A team.
I mean, yeah. So it's obviously not the A team. It's not their B team. Stop it, boy. Boy, stop it.
It's a couple of top 15s up in there.
Come on,
It might
bro.
be some 2 or 3 players.
Don't try to be different, bro. Stop trying to be different, bro.
I'm not trying to be different.
Ain't no way you saying this is what? Is not an A team?
So Anthony Edwards ain't up there?
He's not an A team.
He not a B team at least?
He's not in B team.
What? In a B team?
He's too young to really be all the way in the B team.
Look, bro, A team. We already know who's A team, right? I said B team is Donovan Mitchell, Zach LaVine.
Zach LaVine? No,
DeMar DeRozan.
Anthony Edwards.
I think Zach LaVine's getting pushed
Stop
out.
it.
Anthony Edwards is better than Zach LaVine, bro.
Okay, well I'll give y'all
I
Zach
don't know
LaVine
about
then.
that,
But
bro.
even then, DeMar DeRozan.
Anthony Edwards is better than DeMar DeRozan.
Oh man, stop it, bro. What is going on?
Do you know what Steve Kerr just said about him?
I don't
He
care
said
what Steve
he
Kerr
is
says.
unquestionably the guy on that USA team.
On that team. On that team. I mean, there's no question he's
So
the
you
best
tell me if
player
DeMar
on that
DeRozan
team.
was on that team, he'd be the guy?
DeMar DeRozan would be that guy. You're picking Anthony Edwards over DeMar DeRozan?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay. No arguments. I mean, to each their own, but
I think DeRozan is more proven. But
definitely more proven.
and has way more upside and potential. And I guess
Oh,
that's
DeMar?
and
Oh, I thought you said DeMar.
calm down, man. DeMar finna retire soon. I guess that's why. I guess the lack of experience and just, how do I say, not wisdom, but more or less just a better feeling of the NBA game. DeMar has it, and with that knowledge, he can easily dominate international games. And he's just going out there with raw talent,
Mm-hmm.
which is cool. I mean, nothing wrong with that, but DeMar, I think he is probably like a level ahead of. And I wouldn't say he's like oh shit, like DeMar is way better, and he's getting up there for sure. But man, DeMar has been doing what he's been doing for years. It's hard to discredit him and just put Ant ahead of him.
I think you're looking at the potential.
I think so too.
We're not talking about potential now.
I think I'm mixing it up, but it's kind of hard not to mix it up.
Trae Young, Anthony Edwards.
No, Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards over Trae Young.
I'll take Anthony Edwards over Trae Young.
I probably
This
would
year.
do. I probably
I
would
mean,
do it.
in their careers in general. Their careers in general, you're picking Anthony Edwards over Trae Young. Trae Young has proven.
But when you ask in their career, you're asking like it's a cutoff. I have to think about potential, right?
How did you pick last year?
They're both really young. But Anthony Edwards had a hell of a year last year. I'll take Anthony Edwards, baby, personally, bro.
Can't be rooting for the underdog all the time, man. You got to be realistic sometimes.
Anthony
man.
Edwards ain't an underdog. I feel like he's in the spotlight.
No, he is. He's true, but I mean, I don't know. You can't just. I think you're just giving too much credit to people, man, for no reason. You're saying he's not a part. Well, you said he's not a part of A team, right?
He's not part of A team.
But you say he's a part of the B team.
I would argue for B team. I wouldn't agree with him.
Ain't no
C team.
argument. Is it B team or is it C team? C team. You gotta pick C team.
I'll let there be a gradient in between those two
Okay, then.
and overlap.
I mean, the A team, it's obvious, but B team, like I said, Donovan Mitchell would be a part of the B team.
True.
I put Trae Young in there as well. B team. Players like that, you know. I said Zach LaVine, but I mean, if you pick Anthony Edwards over him, can't complain about that. But just players like that, right? Just like pretty much a tier below superstar is what I'm picking the B team.
Cat.
I think Cat is actually starting to be underrated in a way, but that's probably because he's just been injured and he hasn't really played. But for a reason, I feel like he hasn't really been.
Well, he has a
respected
squad,
like that.
really. He has a nice little squad now. He has the OG, Rudy Gobert. I mean, come on.
And I think the way he plays too is kind of hard. I don't know. It's kind of easy to pick at him because the way he played, I think he showed that versus the Lakers a lot. People are like picking the way he played, and he doesn't really try to get in the drive to the basket. He's more like he's shooting.
Pump out and shoot the three.
Yeah.
Let's see, I got sidetracked. My fault. My bad.
But yeah, I think he's just getting like kind of overshadowed by his whole team. He has Ant now. Rudy Gobert is a nice piece. He's not going to overshadow him that much.
Mm-hmm.
What do you got? Mike Conley now, a nice little point guard addition.
But I think Ant, that's Ant's team, bro. The
Oh, for
Timberwolves-
sure,
yeah,
for
the Wolves
sure.
are Ants.
It is now.
They're no
but
longer Cat's team.
I think that's why he's getting overshadowed. Like instead of looking at Cat like this is what he's doing with his team, the narrative moved over to Ant, and that's probably why he might be viewed as underrated or just not acknowledged as normal. We got used to in the past years.
So how the fuck we get from Team USA to the Timberwolves?
Who
bro?
would be in the B team? I said Cat.
Yeah, I could argue. I don't know though, but we could argue.
Jaylen Brown, B team.
Yeah.
Players like that, you know. Not superstar, but just pretty much a tier below it.
Jason Tatum
Nah.
would be 18 for y'all.
He's 18. Jason Tatum's 18.
That's a young ass 18. He's young as hell on 18.
I mean, he's a part of, like, he's one of the best players in the league.
No, for sure.
For sure.
So,
There's no
if we're
argument
talking about the
that.
conversation about him, yeah, I'm putting him 18. But like I said, Jaylen Brown, his teammate, he's B team. Because he's just, like, a level below the superstars. But he's better than the all-stars, pretty much most of the all-stars.
He's just 2 points behind being Jason Tatum. That's crazy, bro.
John Morant, B team.
B team. B team. Ooh, I'm so mad that they're not gonna play on Christmas. Ooh, I'm so mad, bro. I'm so mad that Jaw's not gonna be able to be here for Christmas.
Memphis ain't playing Christmas at all.
We're
But
not.
I'm saying, like, I feel like if Jaw was healthy, they'd definitely be a Christmas team, bro.
I think
they would have to include the Grizzlies in the Christmas games.
They didn't include him in the rivalry week either.
I didn't even look at that, bro. I didn't even look at the rivalry. We had a whole rivalry week. I think this past season. I really didn't.
It was a game against the Warriors.
I don't even think I paid attention to that shit, bro.
I think it was a rivalry night. It wasn't a week.
Oh yeah, I think now I remember.
And we talked about how Draymond was saying this ain't no
Oh
rivalry.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. But without jumping too much more into the Timberwolves and stuff, we'll save them for later. On this week, we have the Rockets and we have the Trailblazers. What are y'all thoughts on the Rockets coming into this season? Any comments, concerns, predictions? Throw it all Rockets. Let me hear it, bro.
Houston, we have a problem. Because the Rockets are going to be in the playoffs. And they're not going to be in the playoffs. No, but honestly, I think they were just ranked too low. I'm not too sure who picked. I think it was you-ish. Did you pick the Rockets, I think, or was you?
Was it
You.
It was me.
Well, either way it goes. Yeah, I think
Okay.
they're ranked too low because they got potential. They definitely got potential. Like, very
Hella.
young, raw talent. It's just a matter of them putting it all together.
Is it going to gel together?
Yeah, because it looks like for right now, I mean, the past couple of seasons, they have the talent, but it looks like they're just out there like Coach Silas just whatever, just throwing them out there. Hey, do your thing.
Like they're tanking they're trying to tank.
Literally, just do your thing. Like, we don't care. We're not gonna plan anything. Just go have fun type of deal. And they proven like they were able to hoop, and they won a couple games. You know, I still remember like a game. I think it was like a buzzer beater. I think Jalen Green hit it or something over the Lakers. But yeah, they have like a very young, fully talented core, and I think they're gonna do better for sure. They also traded for a couple players as well. So that list, I don't think they're gonna be like top 5 worst teams or anything. They're definitely gonna make a big jump.
Yeah.
Now, but I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs or anything. I think they could be.
Could they fight for a play-in? They just fight.
No.
Throwing a fight? No, not yet.
Nah. I'll say
Not too
the
big
max
of a
potential.
jump.
Yeah, that's too big of a jump. But their max potential will be fighting for a play-in. But I don't see that happening. I see them definitely getting better though. They're not gonna be fucking 18 win team or anything. They're gonna have at least 30. I would say.
Mm-hmm.
The 30 win team, and yeah, I really like the young talent they have, especially Jalen Green. I feel like he's going to be a future all-star in the league, maybe a superstar one day, but he's definitely on the verge to be an all-star, and they are young, so I'm looking forward to see what they're going to do this season, especially with the new coaching staff and just a change up pretty much. But yeah, as far as like one of the worst teams, I don't see that happening.
Nah, hell no. It can't be.
What's going to happen in Houston is, I predict in the beginning of the season, they're going to do great. They're gonna be taking off.
Just to mention, I looked it up on the schedule. They're gonna have the toughest schedule for the first 6 weeks of the season. I had to put that in there. That they're gonna have the toughest season, the toughest start to the season.
I still predict they're gonna surprise us. Probably get some good dubs out of it, and then at some point, probably All-Star break, they're just gonna go downhill.
Why All-Star break?
I don't know. I just feel like at some point of this season, they're just gonna start losing their momentum and just coming back to reality. Now, whether that's their young, players or Ime Udoka going crazy again, that's a whole different story.
So is there going to be factors outside of basketball, or
that can lead to probably tensions or just probably conflict or things that we're not going to know because ESPN ain't going to be reporting on it unless it's that Malika Andrews person. She be on everybody's ass. Only if they're black though. That's crazy. It's true, but I just feel like Houston's going to surprise us in the beginning of the season, and at some point they're just going to drop off. And I think it might not be basketball related. That's just my prediction.
Okay.
They still might be better than the last year for sure. They're not going to be 14.
Oh, hell no.
They'll probably be 13, 12, 11. Because the West is going to be competitive. It's not just Houston that's getting upgraded. Everyone's upgrading and they're competing for a spot.
But I think when you talk about the amount of upgrade and and the whole roster and the coaching upgrade, I think the Rockets are the ones that take the cake.
No, for sure.
Even over a team like the Spurs. Like I know Wemby's there. Yeah, I mean they're from being one of the worst teams in the league to adding Jeff Green, Jock Landale, Fred VanVleet, and Dylan Brooks onto the squad. You're gonna have like a potential starting five. I think I saw it on YouTube. Potential starting five of VanVleet, Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, Jabari Smith Jr., and Sengun. Like that ain't. I mean, it's not like, oh my God, like they're gonna win. They're gonna be fifth seed or anything. And then like coming off the bench, you're gonna have Jeff Green, Landale. But when you say off court stuff, I know that KPJ has had history of that, but I'm not gonna hold that against him because I don't know the dude. You know what I'm saying? But I could see that in a world where now he's gonna be fighting for that starting position, right? And I was gonna ask y'all that. Do y'all think that? I don't know if Jalen Green is even a lock to be a starter. Y'all might think I'm crazy for even asking that.
Hey, you are crazy.
No,
because look at the guard play. You got VanVleet, you got Jalen Green, you got KPJ, and you have Amen Thompson. Don't forget about him. He's still in there, bro. So you have like a blend of veteranship now with young talent. Like, where do you see them taking this?
You can't put the guy on the bench. That's Jalen Green's team. Like that's his team. It doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck that Freddie VanVleet.
Sure it's his team?
I don't give a fuck Freddie's there.
Well, it was his team.
Hold on.
It was his team though. Like before last season, it was his team.
I don't know if it was anybody's team though. The Rockets. I think they were just a team that was just running and gunning. Honestly.
No, bro, that was Jalen Green's
every
team.
Every team has a player whose team it is. So.
I think he was a more talented player, but with the construction of the team and how raw it was, I really don't feel like they had a guy. Even the Spurs, I feel like don't really have a guy.
Brahman. Your guy? They don't have your guy?
Yeah, so him.
So you saying your guy? They don't have.
Damn.
No, but I get what you're saying. No, I agree. But I mean, they have to have like a guy. And Jalen Green is the guy. Like you said, he's the best player, so it has to pretty much be his team.
He ain't no superstar. He ain't no. Well, he's borderline all-star.
They drafted him too.
If we were in Houston, bro, we would say he's our guy, bro.
But what about Jabari Smith?
From Jalen Green a year older, been in a year longer. So I mean, he got more credentials and shit.
Yeah,
and like it isn't like Jabari Smith just over accomplished what he did in the span of a year. That he isn't like example of Triple J here and Ja. Triple J was here longer than Ja, but Ja just he's just on
busted onto his team.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Triple J is still being consistent. Let's not overshadow that. That's kind of similar to what happened in Minnesota with Ant and Cat. But anyways, What were we on?
Jalen Green. Jalen Green, the guy.
The Jalen Green, bro. That's his team, bro. If we were in Houston, we lived in Houston, that's our team. We would know because we watch him all the time. That's our guy. But of course, it's harder for us because we're not so into that community. We're not there. But almost everyone kind of agrees. Jalen Green is the guy for the Houston Rockets.
This is a good question right here. Is Jalen Green the guy for the Houston Rockets?
Oh.
He's got to be.
Good question.
I mean,
Yeah, like look. Are you looking at?
I just have to ask.
I don't think Freddie is going to be the guy.
Yeah,
he's great. He's
like,
great. Don't get me wrong. No disrespect, but it's Jalen Green's team.
Yeah,
It's the same team.
Even if you look at the additions of the Rockets, like all the players you mentioned, Freddie, Dylan Brooks. I mean, even like the young players, Jabari Smith Jr. Now, Jabari Smith Jr., I could see him taking a leap, honestly. Yeah. Especially what I seen like during the summer league. He proved that he didn't have to be in the summer league.
He dropped 3 30-point games
easily.
in a row.
Exactly. So he proved that. But maybe in the long run, he could take over.
And he got sleeved up. You know when players get sleeved up? They
got that BC.
They have breakout seasons. Look at Lonzo. They have breakout seasons.
Yeah, but even then, like even with all those players, I feel like they're there to help Jalen Green in a way. Fred, they're not. The Houston Rockets aren't going to be like, Fred, this is your team. You know, this is our year. Let's do it. You're the best player. Let's make a playoff push. Let's make a playoff run for the finals. That's not happening. I feel like they're more of a Fred. You know, you're experienced. You're hooping. You're a vet. Show Jalen Green what you know, and pretty much give the keys to Jalen Green type of deal. Because Jalen Green, I mean, he is the youngest. I mean, well, not the young, but he's the young. He's part of the young group. It could be potentially be his team for a long run. And yeah, I think they're just there to pretty much help him, you know, guide him, show him the steps, because he has the raw talent. He just has to put it all together and continue to grow. And with all those players, even with Dylan Brooks, you know, Dylan Brooks can still show him something. Maybe defensively, maybe just show him things how to be just a gnat, you know, just to be that raw defensive FU mentality.
How to do sneaky fouls and shit.
Yeah, I mean, what the case may be. But Jeff Green, you know, those are vets that they brought to the Rockets team.
2 championship vets.
Yeah, and the Rockets didn't have really a vet. No. I feel like, you know, before that. So
they've been like a bunch of wild horses, bro. Like wild ass horses, just throwing out there and just hoop.
Go
pretty
turn
much.
Up.
Yeah, pretty much.
But that was I feel like that was a good thing though, because they could kind of like just learn from their mistakes, right? They had an opportunity. It wasn't enough. Okay, well, if I mess up, I might get benched. I might lose my minutes. For them, it was like, all right, I know as long as, you know, I show up, I'll be okay. No matter how many mistakes I make, no matter how many turns I make, no matter if I miss 10 shots in a row, I'll still have my time to like prove myself and, you know, get that experience. So I think it was a good thing, but it seems like the Rockets are kind of turning that page, I would say, and they're trying to make some sort of jump.
Do y'all think that their rebuild is officially over? That the rebuild is over, right? Is it? Is that what it's looking like? Because, you know, rebuild is mostly like tanking and you keep trying to collect pieces. I feel like at this point, do you think they already have their foundation, like they're done, like this is it for them, like this is what at this point it's winning time now? What I'm pretty much trying to get to. Not winning and mean like, oh, we're gonna chase a championship, but it's time to win, bro. It's not. There's no more bullshit.
Time to get serious.
It's time to get serious type shit.
Get better. I think so. I think they have the pieces. They got Jalen Green. They have a capable big man in Jabari Smith. They still got a growing young talent in Kenyon Martin Jr., right? And those vets that they just brought in.
Oh, he went to the Clippers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he went to the Clippers.
Oh, well. Dang, Kenyon.
Yeah.
Well.
For 2 second rounders.
R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. them. But yeah, but still, like, their young core is still there. Yeah. And, like, all those vets they brought them in for a reason. So I definitely see them, like, getting serious and competing in the long run. I can see it happening. It's about time, though, you know, because after James Harden pretty much went downhill.
Mm-hmm. They had a pretty quick turnaround, though, compared to other teams. I like what I see with the Rockets. I think that, I agree. It's their time to win, and I feel like they're the Pistons of the West. Them and the Pistons are the two teams that are, like, the most highest on each side. So I feel like it's their time to win. Like, you got the pieces. Now it's time to put it together. And like Ishmael said, some off-court stuff could happen. And I hope that, like, KPJ takes it good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to play for your spot. You got to understand that, because it's 4 really talented guards on that team now.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just you and Jalen Green now. It's, you know, it's not Josh Christopher coming off the bench for you. Like, you got Freddie and you got Freddie and
DB.
yeah. So
Oof.
and Amen
Yeah.
Amen Thompson. So you got talent for sure.
Man, I think Dylan Brooks gonna be a menace next year.
Hell yeah. I think he's gonna be even more of a menace, honestly.
But you want to go watch him when he comes to Memphis
Man, he's gonna look straight in a Rockets uniform. That fits him.
with the little
Yeah, like that just fits him. I don't know why it fits him.
Red.
Yeah,
That
like
hot
a
head.
villain. Yeah, villain. Yeah.
No, yeah, I agree though.
He gets all red and shit when
All I see is
hit somebody
red.
in the nuts.
I'm like Canadian. What are you doing?
Hey, the flag is red.
Team Canada
Yeah.
slick ain't that bad, bro. If
Is
Jamal
Shea
Murray,
going for? Is Shea hooping for them?
yeah.
Oh, he is.
So if Jamal Murray wasn't injured, well, not injured, but recovering from his surgery, it would be Jamal Murray, Shea, Dylan Brooks. They got a couple. Man, bro, they got their whole squad. Oh, Dwight Powell, and two more players, bro. But I'm forgetting. There's two other players that I saw in there. I was like, oh shit, like damn, like they're Canadian. Like, oh fuck, they hooping, bro.
That's a friendly dream team right there.
Yeah, like they're not that bad.
Mhm.
I don't think we even mentioned Canada really when we were talking about some of the sleeper teams for FIBA. I think they're undefeated too. Like they haven't gotten beat either. So shout out to Canada. Anything else on the Rockets? Yeah, boys.
Nope.
Then the next team, a little bit less interesting, not gonna lie. The Trailblazers. I feel like there's only one direction they're about to go in my humble opinion. And it's just
Downhill.
downhill. I mean, they got to. They've officially pressed the rebuild button, and
They need to trade Dame.
I didn't include Dame. I'm not including Dame in any of this because I mean I think for
You need to
the sake
trade him.
for the sake of both sides, I think it benefits the players on the roster if he doesn't play, and it benefits him to go to another team. So while I was like looking at all this, I was like, nah, Dame's not included in this. Dame is not part of their future, you know. But yeah, man, it was like they're gonna go downhill though. For real, their roster is underwhelming. I wouldn't be surprised if they're the worst team in the NBA next season.
Yeah, it's
Wouldn't be-
crazy though.
Wouldn't
'Cause,
be
like,
surprised.
they were like pushing for the play-in last season. They were literally on the verge of it. Like it was 5 or 6 teams. Like I remember the time when they're all like literally 2 games apart, bro. So yeah, they're all right there, and they just said fuck it. You know, I think when they all got injured,
They said
and they still. The crazy thing, like they still could have competed like for the final game too. Like if they would have won all the final games, they could have competed for the play-in. But they were just like forget it, which is crazy to think about it. How they're looking now, it ain't looking so good.
Wasn't Dame upset that they shut him down?
Yeah, he was upset. But I mean, it was the last what,
7
like 11 games or something like that. Something like 9 or
it was
11
enough
games
to literally try to compete for a
Yeah.
playing spot, but they chose lottery instead.
that did what the Mavs did. Pretty
Mhm.
much, Mavs did the same thing.
But they were more blatant. They were just
I
so
know, right?
obvious.
Literally, they were like so close, and they were like, forget it.
Yeah, I think we were talking about it, right? Those last like 4 games they had. I think one was like against the Kings or something like that, and we were talking about. Do you think? I think the question was if the Mavs were going to make the play-in.
They
And-
could have.
Yeah, and then they ended up shutting down Luka and Kyrie at the same time. I was like, damn.
Yep. Unfortunate.
Yeah, so it looks like the Blazers are going to be in the top 3 in the lottery.
Yeah, I think so. But they do have Scoot.
They got Scoot. They got some play. Well,
They have a nice looking future. Probably 3 years.
They
Just
have-
got Simons.
that's what I was going to ask though. Like they have Anthony Simons, they have Shaden Sharp, and they have Scoot. How is that all going to get figured out? I mean, the potential starting 5 is any 2 of those 3 guards: Matisse Thybulle, Jeremy Grant, who just got a bag from them, and Yusuf Nurkic, who's still there. And then their bench is
For now.
their bench is just horrible, bro. I'm not even gonna mention it, bro. But it's like how they gonna figure that out? Like I don't know. Maybe it's a good situation for the 3 of them, right? I don't know.
Yeah, they could be like how the Rockets are. Just go
Just
out
out
there,
there.
have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck. But yeah, that is just like completely random 2K generated team. Seems like just like completely random players. But I mean, I don't know. We can see like a breakout year for Simons. We kind of saw hints of it when Dame went down. I remember he went on a stretch. He was shooting like at least 4 threes a game, bro, like easily. So I mean, if he breaks out, maybe I don't know. It could be his team over Scoot, but we still got to see what Scoot's gonna bring to the table. He's obviously gonna be a starter, and we don't know how much he's gonna impact the Trailblazers. He may do his own thing, but the Portland Trailblazers still might be losing. So I guess we'll see.
What do you think about them, Ibish?
It's probably gonna be 3-4 years of them just losing, getting picks in lottery. They're gonna move Dame for sure. They're gonna move Nurkic. They're gonna get some good pieces, probably draft picks more than likely, what they're gonna move towards, so they can build a better team and surround it over their guards. I mean, I think they're just gonna look for big man now and wings. They
What, in the draft or
yeah,
in the draft?
yeah. So yeah, I don't really expect much from them. Probably a few highlights from Anthony Simons, Shaden Sharp, and also Scoot Henderson. But other than that, I don't really see them winning more than probably 25.
Oh, they ain't gonna win shit, bro.
They probably win. I was gonna be nice to say 25. I really don't see them winning 15 games.
What?
Then what? 15 games?
I don't think they're gonna hit
Man,
15.
Stop it, man. They can't. So you're pretty much
I
saying
don't
they're
know.
gonna be the worst team.
I really wouldn't disagree with them.
I mean,
15?
Yeah, I really wouldn't disagree.
I'm giving
with
them more than 15. I'm giving them at least 20, at least.
I don't
I mean,
know, bro.
15.
It's gonna be hard.
If you're saying 15 games, you're pretty much saying they're gonna be the worst team in the NBA.
They're gonna be the worst team in the NBA. I mark my words. They're gonna be the worst team in the NBA.
They're definitely gonna be one of the worst.
Nah,
Yeah.
fool. They're gonna be the worst.
No, ain't no way they'd be worse.
They're gonna be the worst team in the
You
NBA.
got Scoot, man. Stop playing with Scoot.
I understand that, but I don't think. But it's Scoot, Simons, Grant, Nurkic, Thibault, Nasir Little, Shaden Sharp. They don't even have another backup big. Their other two backup bigs, they're two-way contracts, bro.
Yeah.
Like, come on now, bro. Like, let's not play ourselves now. Like, no disrespect, but this team is gonna be, in my opinion, the worst. It's so crazy because only like 5 months ago I was like, I think they could be a championship
I
contender.
know, right? I was just gonna say that you said they're gonna be a champion team, and now they're just the worst. What a big drastic jump.
Yeah, they did a 180.
Now, one of
way.
the worst teams. I agree. The worst? Nah, y'all know who I picked. We already talked about the worst.
The Pistons.
Yeah, man, this who I picked number one. So this who I'm still rocking with. But
There's no fucking way, bro. There's no way.
Why, bro?
But I mean, if health, health has to account for this, right? We're not counting
Yeah.
health. We're assuming that everybody's healthy, right?
Let me put the
So-
Blazers over Pistons.
Yeah.
Hell nah.
Put the
I
Kings
had
at
to, man.
16. What the fuck?
Oh, we gotta wait for that, bro. We ain't made it there yet, bro. Don't jump the gun. We gotta wait. The Kings are in the middle. We ain't even talking about all the other team. The worst team. You wanna jump to the
Yeah,
Kings?
bro.
You gonna have your time to talk about that. Man.
Man, I'm gonna go crazy in that.
I'm
bitch.
waiting.
I ain't gonna
I'm
lie.
waiting.
I'm gonna go crazy.
I'm waiting for that. I put them there for a reason.
They baited me. They baited me into it.
Put the Lakers at 15.
Yeah, might put the Lakers.
Don't worry, boy. Your team right there with them.
That ain't
We're
my
gonna talk
team.
about both of them at the same time.
Hey, that ain't my team, bro. That ain't my team.
Nah, bro, the Lakers are your team, bro.
Big Grizzlies my team.
Any final words on the Trailblazers?
I had enough of them. I had enough.
Yeah, bro. I just need to see Dame in a different jersey. That's the only thing I have to say.
Yeah.
That's about it. And the schedule, my guys, the schedule.
Scared.
What are your thoughts on the Christmas Day games? Do y'all know? Have y'all seen them?
Nah. Who we got? All
All right, we got to start the day off at 12 o'clock. As soon as I wake up, I ain't even brushed my teeth yet. The Milwaukee Bucks at the New York Knicks.
Easy win for
Easy deal for the Knicks.
Ooh.
Easy deal for the Bucks, man.
I'm finna go
Stop
in there
playing.
and just shit all over the garden.
That's an interesting Christmas game, though.
The Knicks are always on Christmas.
Always.
No matter how bad they are always on
Always.
Christmas Day. Always. But it makes sense though. New York is like beautiful. Like it's like Christmas.
Beautiful.
I mean, like for Christmas time, like like New York is like known for that shit. So you got to put them in there.
Yeah, I do remember Home Alone.
But if if the Nets are better, I can see one day that the Nets take the Christmas Day.
Nah, fam.
That's in the future. That's in the future though. That's in the future.
But at that point, the Knicks got tradition.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's be real. That's the only reason they have it now. It's not
Yeah.
because they're good.
Literally.
Wait,
just tradition.
hold on. They're good, bro. What do you mean? The Knicks are good, bro.
3 years ago, they were not good.
True.
And they were still playing. They were still getting their asses kicked on Christmas Day. It's Merry Christmas to all the New Yorkers.
Merry Christmas.
Damn. But yeah, the Bucks, the Knicks, And then after them, it's the Warriors and the Nuggets.
Mm.
Warriors at the Nuggets.
Chicken Nuggets.
Warriors at
They
the
got-
Nuggets.
It's gonna be a fun game for sure.
That's a cool matchup.
I think Nuggets are gonna win.
I feel like the Nuggets never get Christmas games.
Is this gonna be their first Christmas
I
game?
think they're second. They might be their second.
Did they play? I think they played. Didn't they play in Christmas
Last
this
year?
year?
They
This-
might have.
this
I don't
past
even
year?
know.
If not, they're first.
Then that should have been something I should have looked up, bro.
They took
Yeah.
Memphis spot.
Huh?
They took Memphis spot literally. We played against Golden State last year on Christmas.
On Christmas? Oh, we did play on Christmas.
Good ass game too.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good game this year with Golden State and Denver also.
The season was a blur, bro. Next game, the Celtics at Lakers.
You already know who's won that.
I love that matchup. Kind of like a
Historic.
historical. Yeah. One of the two pretty much most historical teams. They're still gonna. Both teams are gonna be good. They got the players on each team. You know, those top names on the game. So it'll be fun. It'll probably be damn near the most watched one.
Celtics
Ma-
and
It's in the middle
Lakers.
of the middle of the schedule, right?
Yeah, it's the third
That's
game.
probably gonna be the most watched game.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing.
And then after them, the 76ers at the Miami Heat. I don't know. It's like the
I don't want to
game
see.
to me.
I don't want to see Jimmy Butler kick their ass. It's
It actually would be a good game though. A
But-
great matchup.
But with the James Harden shit going on, I don't know. Like, you know, I think they didn't take that into account, you know?
Yeah. What about the history of Jimmy Butler and the 76ers though?
Yeah,
Tobias
they do have
Harris
history.
over me.
But some teams did get left out because of them,
Damn,
because
true.
of that matchup. There's
I'll
one
say
team-
that Miami Heat, they're boring. So I don't want to watch them on Christmas. I probably didn't even watch that game.
There's one team that didn't get a Christmas Day game that I think should have got one.
Don't start, bro.
You already know who the fuck I'm gonna say.
Who?
The Kings.
I knew.
So y'all telling
I
me-
knew it. I
Hold
knew
on,
it.
but
that I was
before
gonna
I
say
tell you
the
something, before I say why, here's the next matchup: the Mavs at the. Well, why did I put the Lakers twice? I'm dumb as fuck. Mavs at Suns.
Hold on,
That's-
bro. That's
that's
a
better.
nice matchup.
Yeah, that's a great
Devin
Luka,
Booker and
Kyrie
Luka?
going against
What
KD.
about Sacramento versus the Suns? That would have been better.
They don't have a history though. I think that's what. I mean, I don't know because aren't they playing in rival week? Mavs
Bro, we
and
already
the
have
Suns?
a rivalry. Why do we need more rivalries on Christmas? You know, it's the fun fact.
You want to know why?
What about the Clippers? What about the Kings? They didn't get Christmas
Legitimately-
games.
I'll pick the Clippers over the Kings. No offense to the Kings. Not saying they're the better team. Not saying the Clippers are the better team over the Kings. But as far as Christmas games, I would rather watch the Clippers over the Kings on Christmas. And I would rather watch the Mavs against the Suns compared to the Kings against the Suns. Come on, man. You got Luka and Kyrie going against KD, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal.
And DA, don't forget.
Well, I mean,
DA.
you have the star matchups, but tell me that all right, erase the 76ers and the Heat, and just put a Suns and Clippers matchup right there.
That would be nice.
Last year they had the
Wait, you said Suns and
150,
Clippers
150 each.
I said Suns and Clippers?
Imagine that instead of the
or
76ers.
or Kings.
Oh, my bad. The Kings and the Clippers.
That would be better versus in terms.
Imagine that matchup instead of 76ers and Heat.
Oh, yeah, I definitely prefer that matchup now.
Yeah, but the Suns and Dallas, bro. People like me that's gonna be intoxicated on Christmas is gonna love that matchup.
Yeah, hey, I don't care like how good or worse or bad a team is on Christmas. I want the
I want the smoke.
I don't want the smoke. I want the
smoke.
I want the backstories. I want the stories. I want the star players. I want the
I want to
you
see
know, I
someone
want the
punch
tea.
someone, man.
Yeah, I want the tea. You know, I don't care about how good or bad a team is. I want that. That's what I want on
Wait.
Christmas.
I want UFC on Christmas on the basketball court. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I just want to see the fucking Kings, man. But it's cool. It's
They're
whatever.
gonna get their day as long as they don't turn ass next year. Because legitimately, they need at least 3, 2, maybe 4 good years, and then the NBA is gonna be like, all right, let's give them a Christmas day, just like Memphis. We didn't get shit for whatever until
Mhm.
John Moran started balling out. Now we got our first Christmas game.
And even then, like, yeah,
We barely.
Like you said.
They just took it away.
and the Grizzlies had like some sort of, I don't know, like history. Not history. I don't know. History is not the right word for it. They just have some sort of story, right? Like the Warriors against the Grizzlies. So, I guess it was a rivalry. Some people would say it was a rivalry. They had some sort of tension going against each other. The Kings
Clippers.
don't have that against anybody.
I would.
I mean, maybe it was the Kings and
Warriors.
Warriors. Yeah, but the Warriors are already playing against the Nuggets. So
Yeah.
besides that, like, nah.
Damn, couldn't kick the Nuggets off. Wouldn't you rather see Cavs at the Knicks instead of the Bucks?
Cavs and
Just
Knicks.
because of the
I'd rather
recent
playoff.
just because of the recent playoff matchup. Wouldn't that make like more
I slick,
more
I slick would want to see
tense full game?
Instead of New York and Cleveland, have the Deer go run amok in Cleveland.
Mm.
I don't know. They don't really have any history though. They don't really have much history.
I'm not talking about in terms of history and tradition, but more or less just gameplay. I'd rather see Milwaukee versus Cleveland and Milwaukee versus New York, or Cleveland versus New York.
Yeah, we talking about gameplay. Put the Kings in there.
I mean,
we talking about gameplay. Put them running, gunning.
I would like to see them against Clippers though. They'll probably run and gunning, get another 150 plus game score.
That's a game that I'm gonna have scheduled.
Historic Christmas game, and that was to happen.
Yeah, it should be badass, bro.
But alas, De'Aaron Fox is gonna be home on Christmas Day with his family, which is a blessing in some eyes.
He's gonna be doing the same thing we're gonna be doing, watching the games.
Yeah.
With his family though. Like some players, we don't talk about the fact that some players got to be on the road on Christmas Day, away from their family. Same on New Year's, bro. New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
Like damn, bro, they folks really just be away from their family.
that is true, bro. But when you're getting paid $33 million a year, shit.
You getting paid me and shit every day Christmas to you.
Throw my motherfucking ass in Christmas shit.
Every day Christmas,
I'll
bro.
see y'all the 26th. We open
Exactly.
present the 26th.
New
We
Year's
good.
Eve or like
Mhm.
Christmas Eve. We can celebrate then.
See
See, we
y'all-
celebrate the whole week.
Yep. See you on MLK Day.
Shit.
See you on MLK. Let's
Yeah.
go.
MLK.
Yep.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're different.
I wonder how that lifestyle
level.
is.
That lifestyle.
Yeah, I don't want to live it. Just I wish there would be like that MTV type of show where they just go and just film how they live it and shit.
TV cribs.
That would be a good topic to talk about. About the life of an NBA player. I can only imagine what it's like to be an NBA player. I don't even know, bro.
I bet that should be fun sometimes. It'd be stressful too, I guess, because you just can't do what you want to do because you got practice and then you got games the next day. You can't just can't pull a Dennis Rodman and go on vacation middle of a playoff series.
Especially nowadays when you got social media, you're literally
Bro,
basketball is 365, bro, all year round.
Not only that, Phil, you can't even go to a restaurant without some people posting you on the internet. Phil. Like, some of these people are just trying to eat, bro. Like, just how LeBron said he wished he could just go to, like, a coffee shop and just say, my name is LeBron, without people just freaking out. He can't do that.
Yeah.
And it is kind of wild, just, damn, you can't live life like a normal human.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's true. But at the same time, you got to think about it, man. There's, like, pros and cons to how your lifestyle is. Would you rather be a millionaire that everyone knows or just a average person like one of us, that no one knows?
He's a billionaire,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, billionaire, millionaire,
Yeah.
Even a millionaire,
Shit, some millionaires, you can be standing next to one, you won't even know.
Yeah.
Shit, even a player that's coming off the bench, damn it. I don't
Mhm.
care. You still have access. I don't know what video I watched. I don't know what video I watched. Some rookie. I don't remember who he's playing for, bro. One of the NBA organization. He pretty much did like a MTV Cribs on YouTube, but of the practice facility. Bruh.
I would love
Full.
to see
They
that.
had for the Minnesota Timberwolves, bruh. They had like the court was just beautiful, bruh. The training facility was beautiful. He was like, oh yeah, here's our whenever you need to come in for a stretch, it's available 24/7.
that shit sounds
He's
so
like the
nice.
gym, bro. The gym was so nice, bro. They had like stretch, rehab, like for their muscles and shit for like recovery. He was like, oh yeah, you can just grab you every corner they were taking, bro. There was like Gatorade,
Snacks,
recovery
shit.
snacks. He was like, yeah, just take them. Like, I was like, damn, fool. Like these folks just like,
That's so dope,
bro, stretched out at all times, warmed up at all times. Like anything you need done, bro. They have the machines that spit the ball back at you. Like, bro, they have everything. I was just like, bro, that's got to be nice, bro.
Got
for
to.
real.
Ain't no way you can be out of shape with all that shit, bro.
No
I'll
way.
be in there like 6 hours a day, bro. No lie, just having fun.
You know the crazy thing is, there's some NBA players that are just like us. Like, they don't take basketball serious.
They look at that as a job like we do.
Yeah, literally, bro. You know, we've seen it with players that come and go in the league.
And was kind of like that thing. He admitted he was kind of like that in the beginning. He was
Who?
more Anthony Edwards.
Oh, yeah.
He was more leaning towards football, but You know,
Shit,
basketball.
Look at him now.
Yeah, but basketball got him the money. He was like, man, fuck, I'll chase this. But I think he got like more passionate for the game and shit in the recent years.
Yeah. I mean, I just think it's crazy, bro, because there's players out there that are just like naturally gifted or talented to be in the NBA, and they don't even take it serious. You know, they look at it as, okay, like, I'm just hooping. I'm just show. They probably don't even take like practice or training or anything serious. They're just there, you know, and they still getting paid millions. They just go, pretty much, could be for like a paycheck type of thing, like literally like a regular job. They're just like us, you know.
Wow.
There's got to be a lot of players in there because not everyone is trying to be the greatest of all time. Not everyone is in there to win. Not everyone is there to be pushed hard. Some of them are just like so talented that they happen to make the NBA, you know.
But I wonder what the percentage is though of players, of a mix of players that are like that, right? What did they talked about this on Gilbert Arenas, right? But I think his was way too high. I think he said like fucking 70% of the league ain't really. 70% of the players don't really give a fuck.
I mean, think about it though. Like, it's probably true.
I mean, what makes it too high? 'Cause that's an NBA player that played. He was around them, and like,
not everyone's trying to be the GOAT. Let's be real. Not everyone's trying to be the GOAT.
Yeah, I mean, because like, you think about like most players in their first 2 years in the NBA, they could live the rest of their life with that salary or with that income, you know, whatever they made. They could provide for their family within the first 2 years, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So after those first 2 years, what if they just like, you know, I'm tired of putting all this work in. I'm done, you know. My life is set pretty much. I'm just tired of the NBA. Like, fuck the NBA, fuck the lights. I don't feel like waking up early. I don't feel like putting the work in. How many players are there like that? I think there's a lot. There's only, I'll say most people would be like that compared to most people who are trying to be the best basketball player ever.
Like LeBron or Steph, like they're always working at the KD. They're always working on the craft before and after practice. They're still in the gym, still hooping. Not everyone's going to be like that.
How many players do you think
actively
could actually
say,
do
fuck
that?
this shit, and I just want to get
how
my
many
money?
Players actually get to do that versus they get their spot taken by somebody else who's hungry too? Like, I bet there's players that have put in the work.
Mm-hmm.
I bet there's players that's in there endlessly in the gym. I bet there's players in there that are getting shots up at the practice, hoping to be seen by the coach, hoping to be seen by other players to hopefully get more minutes to get a bigger role, but they just don't get the opportunity. And sadly, they get their spot taken by someone else, by a younger person that's coming in from the draft or someone overseas or an undrafted talent. You know?
Yeah.
It can go both ways. Like, there could be players that don't give a fuck, and there could be players that really do give a fuck, but they sadly just don't make it, bro. Like, they just get weeded out. And they have like the whole passion and everything for the game, but they just get weeded out.
I mean, the truth is you can say in 2 words, honestly, to summarize how the NBA is, it's just tough tit. Like,
I mean, it really is, bro. You have
it is what it is.
400 some spots.
450.
Shit, only about 40% of those get real PT.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah, and those same 40% actually have a guaranteed contract. Everyone else is getting like swapped around, may not even get re-signed.
And only like 30% of those get meaningful ass minutes, like over a quarter a game. Like, bro.
I mean, yeah, and we know for a fact there's people out there like grinding their asses off each and every day, just trying to prove that they can make it to the NBA, just working on their craft each and every day, live, sleep, eat basketball, and they still can't, you know, make it to the NBA, or they get overshadowed, like you said, by somebody who just like doesn't put in as much effort as they do, you know. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Or maybe they do put in the same amount of effort or even a little bit less, but it's just a game of who gets seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the exposure too, bro. Exposure is a big thing too.
Mm-hmm.
I bet, like, how many European players are probably hooping right now? They're cold as hell, and they're not going to get drafted. They're not going to be getting seen by a scout. And, like, it's just tough shit. Like, you just don't make it to the league, bro.
Yeah. Tough tip, man. It's just fucked up. That's kind of like the same thing with life. Basketball is kind of similar to life in some way. It's art, and sometimes it just isn't fair. Sometimes certain people's lives are just better positioned to achieve something that other people aren't. Like say there was let's say there's 2 LeBron James. One here born in America, one born in some fucking part of the Congo. Chances are the one here in America, like LeBron, is going to make it to the league and succeed from an early age. the other one who can be, you can compare him to what's his name? He's in the fucking UFC. He's a champion. His name starts with an N.
Kamaru Usman?
He's 6'5", like jacked, bro.
Francis
Ngannou? Yes,
Ngannou.
him. Francis Ngannou. Like, for example, before he got here, he was a coal mine worker. How many LeBron James are around the world not given an opportunity like you are in America? And that's just life. Tough tit. Like, it's sad, but there's nothing we all can do about it. Unless we all get together and do something, like seek them all out. But I
don't even know about getting together and seek them all out. I think also there's hopefully in the future more parity in terms of leagues, right? Because like we've mentioned, the NBA has over 75 years ahead of the world of any organization that's established itself.
Mm-hmm.
We see the big three, right? We see the basketball tournament. They don't get the exposure and all that as the NBA, but imagine there was more leagues. You know, there's still opportunity out there, but they're not going to be at the level of an NBA star. The NBA is just
it's not
the
even
prestige.
just NBA star. It's just the location. Like in the Congo, you don't get the same exposure here in say fucking New York City.
Yeah.
Like there's no way someone from the Congo will ever have the same opportunity as someone here in America. They'll have to seek it out and go to America to get the same opportunity.
Yeah.
Just like what Francis Ngannou kind of did.
All right, so the in-season groups for the East, they got A, B, and C, bro. Group A, the 76ers, the Cavs, the Hawks, the Pacers, and the Pistons. Keep those in mind. Group B, the Bucks, the Knicks, the Heat, the Wizards, and the Hornets. Group C, the Celtics, Nets, Raptors, Bulls, and Magic.
Wait, how are they grouped up?
So the first Group A,
No, how? Like I know this. Well, you say
so pretty
teams.
much all those teams are gonna play each other on Tuesdays and Fridays.
But how was it determined?
Yeah, how did they? What is A group? What is
I
B
have
group?
no idea how they determined it. I think they just mixed it up, honestly, because
yeah.
there's a lot of interconference like the hot. No, oh no, there's not. The Cavs and the Pistons for Group A are in interconference, but the Sixers and the Hawks and Pacers are from different divisions. I'm saying, yeah. So at
So
first,
it's pretty much random.
it's
So-
random.
Okay.
It's randomized.
That's what I was asking.
So I just like y'all thoughts on those three groups.
Boston is going to dominate C.
I think A is gonna be the most competitive one. Not gonna lie. With the Sixers, the Cavs, the Hawks, the Pacers, and the Pistons. That's a nice little group.
What's B again?
The Bucks, Knicks, Heat, Wizards, and the Hornets.
Bucks is going to dominate that. Miami's going to come in second probably.
Bucks and Heat. I don't know, man.
Only one
They
advances.
got bad rivalry right there.
And only one team advances, bro. Only
Yeah.
one team is gonna
Fuck
advance.
around, be Miami.
Damn near shit. They did it this season. I don't think they'll do it again, but they have gone to the finals 2 times out of the past 4 years. The Heat. So
Can't count them out.
you
All right,
can't-
all right. Let's do. Who do y'all think is gonna advance from Group A? Sixers, Cavs, Hawks, Pacers, Pistons. Let's just go that way.
No,
Sixers.
I'll fuck around and say Hawks.
Ooh. I got the Cavs for 'em.
You might pull a wild card.
I got the Cavs. The Hawks? Who did they? Did they pick somebody up? No, they didn't. They just traded John Collins. They didn't pick anybody up. They're the same. Okay. What about Group B? The Bucks, Knicks, Heat, Wizards, and Hornets.
Miami.
Bucks.
Shit. Bro, I swear to God, I'm not trying to be different. I swear
You
I'm
might
not.
finna say the Pistons.
The Knicks. I got the Knicks.
No, I see you choose them.
Jalen Brunson's going to go off, too.
Listen, Jalen Brunson.
East C. The Celtics, Nets, Raptors, Bulls, and Magic.
Boston.
Celtics.
Yeah, I
Easy,
think that one's
bro.
that one's like not even gonna be competitive. I got the Celtics too. And then we go to the West, Group D. The Grizzlies, the Suns, the Lakers, the Jazz, and the Blazers. But I don't think Jaw's gonna be back by that time.
Even then though, they're like that group. That's a really good.
Imagine if Jaw was there.
That'd be even crazy.
Grizzlies, Suns, and Lakers, bro. And Jazz. Well, I mean Jazz to a lesser degree, but
yeah.
yeah. And then Blazers like. What do y'all got? Ah, shit.
You already know,
I'm trying to
man.
think.
Give me the Grizzlies, man.
Grizzlies.
Hell yeah. Even without
Even
Ja.
with a Ja?
Even
Okay.
without Ja. Give me the
Nah.
Grizzlies.
Even with that Ja.
Even without Ja.
Nah.
Name the group again.
The Grizzlies, Suns, Lakers, Jazz, and the Blazers.
So you think they're going to be better than the Lakers with
Yep.
that Ja? They're
Yes,
going to
sir.
be better than the Suns with that Ja?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I can't believe it. Best believe it.
I'm picking the Suns.
You already know who I'm picking.
Who, bro? Let the people know, bro. I know who you gonna pick, but let the people know who you gonna pick, bro.
I picked the Lakers, man.
All right, man. You got the Suns, fool?
I got the Suns.
Over your Lakers?
My Lakers. Hold on, it's not my Lakers. Wait, it's not my Lakers. But you mean like we're talking about the
Like advancing to the next, advancing
bro.
out of the
Let-
group stage.
Let me correct my answer.
see because these games aren't as
I got-
important. I feel like
It is.
for that. That's why I chose them.
It's just.
But we're
fun.
talking about like a regular season, like playoff finals and stuff. That's different. But yeah, for this, like the sake of this, I'm picking the Suns.
My team is gonna be the Los Angeles LeBron Lakers.
So your Lakers are not gonna advance out of the group stage.
Your Lakers. You go.
Who's your team, bro? Everybody has a team.
I have the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are my team. Y'all know I like the Lakers because LeBron is my favorite player. But as far as like a team,
Oh, man.
I'm rocking with the Grizzlies. I've always been a Grizzlies fan. You know, have to, but I have no choice.
I can't say the same.
But I'm rooting for the Lakers, of course, because of LeBron.
All
Wherever
right.
LeBron goes, I'm going to that team. They're not necessarily my favorite team.
Fool, so you tell me LeBron gets traded to the Pistons? You finna be
Pistons. I'm a Pistons. I'm
Bad
rooting
boy
for the
Pistons
Pistons.
are back.
I'm
All
rooting
right,
for the
let's go.
fucking Pistons.
all right, bro. All right.
I'm gonna have a fat ass Piston jersey.
Let's go to West E. This one is nice, bro. What did I put? Hold on, bro. I put the same team twice. All right. You got the Nuggets, the Clippers, the Pelicans, the Mavs, and who am I missing? Hold on, bro. I fucked up right here. Uh-oh. I put the Suns twice. Why did my dumbass put the Suns twice, bro?
Where does
But
Suns
let's.
originally go? Part A?
Oh, Rockets. Okay, so Nuggets, Clippers, Pelicans, Mavs, Rockets for Group E, West E.
Nuggets.
I'm going with Nuggets too.
The chicken nuggies are back.
Oh, I'm gonna go with the Clippers, bro.
Clippers.
I'm gonna roll with the Clippers.
No.
Advancing out of that group stage.
No.
The Clippers.
No.
Yeah, give me the Clippers, bro.
No.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
What's on Group E?
Group F
Oh,
is
yeah,
gonna
that's
be
what I
the Kings. Come on now. The Warriors, the Wolves, the Thunder, and the Spurs, bro.
Not gonna lie. It might be the Thunder. Not gonna lie. They might just upset everybody and defeat the Warriors. And maybe the Spurs. And that's it they have to worry about in that division.
Yeah, I'm picking the Warriors. What?
No, bro. I got the Kings, bro.
I
got
really
the
do got the
Kings.
Warriors.
I got the Kings, got the Warriors, got the Thunder. Then we got damn near different teams except for Boston on all of them.
Yeah, pretty diverse.
Yeah, that's nice. Fuck, you sleep on the Kings, fool.
I got the Warriors.
I'm gonna get a fucking triangle right there that beams up. I'm gonna put that bitch right there, bro.
Saw what happened last season.
All this damn disrespect.
Saw what happened in the playoffs. Come on now. Can't doubt the Curry, man. Over the Kings.
What color is this? Is this journal? I'm fine.
Lakers color.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that was it for the schedule. Do you have something?
I have something, but I think I might save it for next week.
Save it for next week.
Better detailed report.
How y'all feeling? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Y'all want to talk about anything else? I'm down too.
I got one more. I think I sent the audio message. I just didn't feel like typing all that bullshit out. But when we think about players that can get lost in the shuffle, like maybe for the next generation, not for our generation, right? Because we were here to witness it. But players that to us made multiple All-Star games and were great players, but the next generation might not get to recognize how good those players were in their prime, right? I'm trying to think about those players in the 2010s, those players that get lost in the shuffle. I wanted to know from y'all, which players do y'all have that you remember? Because we talk a lot of, I think when the 2010s come out, like we all three of us get a sense of nostalgia pretty much, and we remember those players, right? But it's going to come a point in time where the next generation, they're going to be like, who the fuck was that? And we're going to be like, no, that player was really good. And they're going to be like, nah. But maybe because that player didn't have playoff success, they didn't have too much accolades, but they had all-star appearances, and we remember them. I'm trying to think about gauge those type of players.
I got one player already.
Who?
John Wall.
Yeah, he was on my list. He was definitely on my list. John Wall. What do you remember? What do you remember about him, bro? Ooh, Joakim. I didn't think about Joakim.
John Wall, Pedro just loving John Wall. He loved the Wizards.
John Wall.
When he'll play 2K, that's his character, John Wall.
Man.
He was hooping, like, for sure.
I don't think the next generation is going to understand how fucking cold he was, bro.
Athletic and so explosive, and just, he can, bro.
Open, and he was a playmaker too, bro.
Man.
Didn't have the 3-point shot, but he had that midi, and he had the explosiveness to get to the rim, bro. Man. And he was a two-way player too. He was that good.
He was always
athletic too.
His defenders.
Mm-hmm.
And he could dance.
Yeah.
And he knew how to throw a gang sounds really good too.
You do it all.
What was he, blood? Repping his set. I got respect for that.
You have a player in mind, bro?
I mean, I got plenty. I don't know. They all have like a different story. But I don't know. I don't know if necessarily they're going to forget about him. But
think like 15 years down the line, right? After this decade's done, into the next decade.
I mean, well, my player I was thinking about Isaiah Thomas.
Ooh, IT?
Yeah, I was thinking about him.
Damn.
So I don't know about 15 years, but I mean, yeah, because he really we don't even talk about him now, you know.
Fuck.
And he was like recently on the team, you know, when he was still like signing to them team. I think he was on the Lakers at one point. Too, like they won his finals teams. I mean, but yeah, like a short king, you know. He was just a hooping basketball player, bro, and like what he did for Boston, what he did during that time frame to be one of the smallest players in the league, and for him to just like go crazy like how he
averaging
did
30, bro.
He was in the MVP. He was in the fucking MVP discussion.
Top 5 MVP discussion.
So that, I mean, that's just like mind blowing. I don't think like even then, you know, like he didn't get the acknowledgement or like just the love that he deserved to get, you know, because that's like crazy for that to happen. Like it's unrealistic. Even when he was like a liability on defense, he's always been like a liability. But even during that time, no one even thought about that just because how great he was.
His offense made up.
Yeah, it was like crazy, you know. So I mean, yeah. So I hope IT does get forgotten. But I don't know. I feel like, you know, he's still active on social media. I feel like he's always in the news one way or another. So maybe they won't forget him. But at least if they'll acknowledge what he did for Boston and how dominant he was.
That was really a longer time ago than it really was.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, he's one of those players I'm going to remember forever, bro. I'm not going to lie. He was, yeah. If you could think of Juan's ultimate underdog player that I would root for, it'd be IT, bro.
Yeah.
For real. Like, IT is like, damn, I forgot about it. I didn't have IT in my damn list. That's a good one. I was thinking Joe Johnson.
Joe Johnson?
Joe Johnson.
Okay.
ISO Joe for the Atlanta Hawks.
ISO Joe for
He's going to be like one of those great fucking scorers, bro, that are going to get like overlooked, bro. So, because his prime wasn't so long that he's not going to be like an all-time scorer type shit. But like it's like you have to be there to know who he was, bro. ISO Joe, bro.
Yeah.
I still remember him with the old Hawks logo with the 3 little feathers, bro, like vintage Hawks.
Then he went to the Nets. Still like hooping then.
Yeah. I don't think I started watching basketball when he was with the Suns, but when I started watching,
Paul Pierce didn't he?
Oh yeah, he did cross Paul Pierce.
Can't forget that crossover.
Oh man. Yeah, I was thinking someone like ISO Joe, bro.
Yeah. No, Joe Johnson's good. Yeah.
Joe Cam Noah.
Damn, I feel like it'd be easy to forget Joe Johnson too.
Yeah, it'd be really easy, bro.
Because he really didn't have like that much like playoff success, or like he really didn't do his thing in playoff. He had his moments and we all knew he was hooping, but it's like easy to forget him.
I got another player, bro.
Who?
Josh Smith.
Josh Smith.
Josh Smith was a one-time All-Star, bro. And I remember when he broke out too. He was playing for the Hawks, and he was one of those players that was like the first forwards that were super athletic, but could also shoot the three. And he was like one of the first players that had that kind of archetype. And I feel like you really will forget about him if you don't think about his ass, bro. I almost forgot about him until I remember how good he was, bro. I think he bounced from the Hawks to the Rockets at one point, and after the Rockets, he was like a journeyman. And he just never was the same.
R.I.P.
I think Blake Griffin might be one of those players too, bro.
Blake? No, I don't know about Blake.
Yeah, bro.
Because Blake is iconic.
You think so?
He's a dunk champion. You can't forget a dunk champion.
I mean, I hope people know
Lob
about
City.
him.
But I think people are going to remember him for just the dunks, though.
Did you remember him for jumping over a car?
Even then, though, they still remember him.
But that's it, though.
Yeah.
The guy who jumped over a car.
But he was much more than that, though.
He was.
And people weren't there to see the evolution of his game. You remember when he played for Detroit that
the Pistons,
1 year?
He was going crazy doing it all, bro.
Shooting threes, handling the rock,
playmaking.
Yes.
Yeah, doing it all, literally.
Yeah, and that really wasn't that long ago, bro. It was probably like 2017, 2018 when he was doing all that, bro. And now he's out the league, bro.
No, he was with the Celtics.
He was with Boston.
And he was slick all right with the Celtics. I remember, I think his very first game when he checked in, he shot like 2 threes back to back or something like that. He had like some moment where it was like, yeah, let's go Blake type of thing. But, yeah, I don't know if he's still with the Celtics or not, but I don't know. But, yeah, I feel like he'll be remembered. He just has to be remembered.
I don't know. It's going to be hard.
I think it's going to be difficult, too, if you don't really think about it.
And then he has, like, one of the best dunks in, like, NBA history, you know?
He has a lot of those, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's gonna help that he was on the Lob City Clippers.
Yeah.
I got another one. 2 more actually. Let's see what y'all think. Al Horford and Andre Drummond. Think about 15 years from now and how good those players were. Remember Andre Drummond in the first place, that he was at one point like the centerpiece for the Pistons. He was their guy. He was averaging like 18 points, 15 rebounds. Probably one of the best rebounders in NBA history, bro. If you really, really think about it, and if we look into it, I'm pretty sure that the facts back it up. I feel like he could be forgotten too. Him and Al Horford.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like they both could be easily forgotten, to be honest. But Al Horford, he's had different stretches, and he's been a part of different teams that are kind of significant, like the Hawks. Wasn't he a part of that, like the 60-win Hawk team or something like that?
Yeah.
And then with the Celtics now, with Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, I mean, their Eastern Conference appearance, their Finals appearance. But even then, yeah, I hope it could be forgotten. But I think just because of those moments, right, he's a part of history.
Yeah.
You know, he's a part of those teams that made history. It'll be more difficult to forget about him. But Andre Drummond, yeah, he could be easily forgotten too.
Yeah.
Because he's been bounced around as well, and I don't know if his age or just like how the times have changed, because he doesn't have like any offensive game, you know.
It really doesn't, bro.
And on defense, he's not that great of a defender because he can block shots and rebound, but he still is a mismatch, right? If the guard is on him, he can't switch on the guard. And even power forwards and small forwards, or these centers, you know, they're just quicker than him. So it's maybe about that time for him to, you know, maybe retire, just get out the league. But I don't know. He could be easily forgotten. He really didn't do anything like too significant.
Both of those players probably going to get forgotten within a decade. Andre Drummond for sure is going to get forgotten first because he didn't leave an impactful career like Al Horford did.
Like playoff appearances wise.
Like overall, just his career was just more, not necessarily impactful, but observed more. Andre Drummond, what is he at the league now?
Nah, he played for the Bulls. He's a backup for the Bulls. But he's just been like a journeyman type player ever since he got traded to the Cavs from the Pistons.
And that's gonna be a big factor, like
Went to
Al Horford
and stuff too, right?
Yeah, he's just been like.
He go to the Lakers too.
Yeah, I think so, bro. He's been like on plenty of teams now ever since he got traded from Detroit. Yeah.
I mean, his game it just doesn't mesh well with how the game is played today. I would say.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's true. He was one of the greatest rebounders, though. Really great rebounder.
Yeah,
Why can't he rebound still though? He still be getting up there, but he just don't grab as many rebounds. It seems like.
I feel like probably age now, limited play time too. Like his,
Yeah.
we really just saw these players go from motherfucking all stars. I remember he was an all star twice, 2-time all star.
Right.
He's gone.
A young all-star, up and coming.
Yeah,
He's
gone.
Brought back.
He always had the hope. They always had the hope of Andre Drummond developing some kind of mid-range or three-point shot. I remember those times where it'd be like off-season videos of him shooting threes and shit. I was like, damn, that would have helped his ass big time, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all have any more questions, concerns?
Y'all think Team USA is gonna lose to any other team?
Shit, they're looking too dominant right now, man. I'm not gonna lie. I can't say they are because, damn, god damn, they look good, bro. For real, they look good. I think just the other night they were down 16 to Germany, and they benched Jalen Brunson and started Ant and Tyrese, and they came back from a 16-point deficit, bro.
Yeah.
The U.S. is just OD. They're just too much, bro.
I don't know. They might lose the game eventually. Might not though.
Yeah, but this is just the exhibition games right now. I think the real tournament's about to start. But as it's looking right now, man, I'm feeling a gold medal for the U.S. Easy.
Mm-hmm.
Easy breezy.
USA.
Easy breezy.